I'm not going to be able to hold all these. I am pretty positive this is not going to be able to happen. Holy crap, I still have 3 more. Oh, can I do it? Holy crap, can I do it? Can I? Is that the bottom one? Yeah. Oh man, this hurts though. This is ridiculous. You guys. Oh, this is not okay. Hey guys, it's Sarah, and today we're going to talk about all the books that I got in August, you guys. I don't know what happened. I got spoiled. This month is what happened. I have been sent a lot of books very graciously by both you guys and by some publishers. So 3 of these books I purchased myself. The other ones all were gifts, and I was not expecting any of them. So I'm so grateful. And So, and then I'm going to have another haul coming up in a couple weeks here. I'm just waiting for everything to get here, but there's going to be a very special video coming for you guys. That's going to include a haul as well. So stay tuned for that. But all right, let's get through these. We're going to start with publisher books, and then I'll do gifted, and then the books that I purchased myself. Okay, publishers, you guys, these piled up. I was like, whoa. When I had them all together, I just went, oh gosh, that's a lot. Okay, so first one is a finished copy of the 3rd book in a trilogy. This is The King Will Kill You by Sarah Henning. This is the Kingdoms of Sand and Sky trilogy, and I now have all 3 in hardcover that the publisher did send me. This is the 3rd one and final. And this is a young adult fantasy series that is very inspired by The Princess Bride, but the roles are reversed. So instead of the male coming in and saving the princess, it's the princess coming in and saving the male. And I haven't heard too many people actually reading this series. People talk about it and they've hauled it, but I haven't seen anyone reading it. So if any of you guys have read this series, let me know. But I do have the 3rd book, and now I have all 3, so I could go ahead and dive in. But it does sound pretty interesting, and I love The Princess Bride, so we'll see. But all 3 books are out now. This one came out in August, so it is available now if you guys are interested in that. But yeah, so a huge thanks to our team for sending me this one. Okay, this next one is a book that is being reprinted and re-released. So this is a book that has been out for quite a while. I think it's an entire series. It is a very popular adult romance series. And yeah, so Berkeley sent me Addicted to You. This is by Krista and Becca Ritchie. And I know about this book. I don't really know what it's about, though. I'm pretty sure it's 2 different addicts who are in a relationship together. And I think they're probably not helping each other very much. So I don't know too much else. I don't really want to know too much else, but I'm definitely interested in it. I really do like the cover of it. This is new, obviously, since they re-released it. I don't know when, let me see if this has when it was originally published. Okay, originally it was published in 2013. And so this is the 2022 version of it. So I don't know if they're rebranding or what, but something, and this is available now. So you can get it now. It came out in August. But yeah, so I'm definitely interested to read this first one, see what it's all about, see what I think. We'll see. This next one was sent to me by William Morrow, and this one is also currently out. It came out August 9th, and that is Are You Sarah? This is by S.C. Lawley, and I was reached out to about this one, and I was like, yes, absolutely, although you're missing an H, but it's fine. You spelled it wrong. Okay, so this one follows a young woman named Sarah. And she is a law student and working 2 jobs in order to make ends meet. She is working at this bar, and the owner of the bar asked her to deal with a customer who was having a hard time in the ladies' bathroom. So she's kind of tasked to take care of her and get her home safely, or at least put her in her cab or something. So kind of get her out of the bar. So she does this. However, they strike up a conversation while she's trying to help her. And this woman's name is also Sarah. And So she gets her into a rideshare and sends her off on her way. She gets into her own rideshare to go home. However, she wakes up in this rideshare and she's on the wrong side of town and doesn't know where she is or what she's doing there. And then a body is dumped near her, and it is Sarah. And so she's wondering, what in the world happened? Why am I over here? I should be at my own apartment. Why is this woman at my feet? What's going on? And it becomes this whole thing of her trying to figure out if she has been targeted for something or if the other Sarah was the target for something. And so she's trying to figure all that out. So sounded interesting. It's not super long, but it's supposed to be fast paced. So I'm definitely interested in this one. This next one was sent to me from Mariner Books, which is an imprint of HarperCollins, and that is Bleeding Heart Yard. This is by Emily Griffiths, and this one comes out November 15th, so it's coming up soon. So this one is kind of a dark academia, if you will, and it follows a woman who had a big group of friends in college, and they killed somebody in college. That happened, and they got away with it. Not sure what happened there. Not sure what that story is, but we're fast forwarding to years later. She is married. She's a mother. She's also a police officer now, trying to keep that point in her life under wraps, obviously. And her husband convinces her to go to her college reunion that is happening. And so she ends up going. She reconnects with all of her friends who this murder happened with. They're all connected in that. They are all very high profile people. There's an actress, there's a politician, like just people who are kind of higher up in society, and all have jobs where they would definitely want to keep this under wraps. However, one person in their group ends up dying at the reunion, supposedly by an overdose, but no one else is buying that. So they're wondering, is someone in our group still killing people? What's going on? Was he a target from somebody else because he's a high profile person? So they're trying to figure out who killed him, basically, at their college reunion. So sounds interesting. Again, not super duper long, but yeah, I'm always down for a really good, like, dark academia, going back to college, reuniting with friends when something happened in the past. I love that timeline. This next one was sent to me from St. Martin's Press. This is also one that comes out November 15th, and that is The Wilder Women by Ruth Emmy Lang. And I have seen this cover before. I've heard a couple people talking about it, but I didn't really know the premise until I got the book in the mail and actually read what it was about. So this follows two sisters who have some magical abilities. The older one is able to predict the future, so it's almost like a psychic type of power. The younger one can see people's memories, so she can see people's past. So that's kind of how their magic works. And so this is definitely like a magical realism type thing. One day their mother goes missing, and it's not something that the older daughter was able to predict. And she's very upset about that because she could have maybe helped prevent that from happening. But it was something that her ability did not show her. And so these two girls want to find their mother, obviously. The younger one gets what's called an echo of her mother, like a memory echo. And so they see that as a clue, and they hit the ground running to go and try to find their mother, where she is, what happened to her, why, all that good stuff. So it sounds really good. This next one was sent to me from Philomel, and this is a young adult book called The Life and Crimes of Hoodie Rosen. This one is written by Isaac Blum, and it comes out on September 13th, so very soon here. And this follows a young Jewish boy, not super young, I think he's a teenager, but him and his community, his very large Orthodox Jewish community, move into a new town. And I don't know what it is that drives them there, but they kind of pick up as a community and they move locations. This town is not very welcoming. They don't necessarily want this community there, including the mayor, who is basically on a mission to drive them out of town. And however, our character Hoodie here, he is just living his life. He's going to school. He's working in a grocery store. He's just kind of trying to ignore all of that. until he meets and really falls for the mayor's daughter. And they strike up a relationship. So he feels very stuck in the middle of, I want to be with this girl and I don't care what's happening around me. And then he has his own community going, what are you doing? You're mingling with the enemy, that type of thing. So he feels very much in the middle of all this. And I'm anticipating there's going to be just a lot of anti-Semitism in here. So something to think about. But yeah, I'm interested in this one. And it's, again, a nice little short one, and it comes out very soon. And this last one that was sent to me from publishers, this was another one from Berkeley, and I was so excited to get a copy of this one, and that is Killers of a Certain Age. This is by Deanna Rayborn, and this one comes out September 6th, and I'm so excited to read this. I'm probably going to stop this video and go put it on my nightstand so I can read it soon. I really do want to read this one. It just keeps calling to me. So this follows 60-year-old female assassins. You guys, 4 women who are assassins, who have been assassins for a very long time, working for an agency. They were the best, right? However, they're getting up there in the age, and it's kind of time for them to age out of this profession because, you get older, you can't do as much, all that kind of stuff. So it's time for them to retire. Their agency sends them on an all expenses paid trip to kind of celebrate their retirement. They're going to live it up on their dime. It's going to be great. However, while they're on this vacation, they realize that they are being targeted by assassins because they know this, because this is what they do. They know all the tricks, they know the things, but it's an assassin from their own agency. And the only people that can put out a hit like that is their own agency. So something has come up from the top to get rid of these women, and they don't know why. And now they're having to try to survive and to use their skills to fight back. You guys, I'm so excited to read this. It just sounds like so much fun. And this was also a book of the month pick for the month of September as well. So if you guys have book of the month, this is one of the main options, which is awesome. So yeah, I'm very excited to read this one. But yeah, this one has me very excited. Okay, those were all the books sent from publishers. That was a lot, and I'm so grateful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, next we'll talk about books that were sent from you guys. You guys. Okay. This first one, I did not get any slip or receipt or anything saying who sent this to me, but it was on my wish list. So somebody did send it. So if it was you, please let me know so I can thank you. Or if you don't want to let me know, that's fine too. Thank you. Thank you. But someone sent me What the Wind Knows by Amy Harmon. And I read a book by Amy Harmon earlier this year, and it's probably going to be in my favorites of the year. I absolutely loved it. So I'm definitely excited to read more from her. This one follows a woman named Anne, and she has just lost her grandfather, and she's devastated by it because they were very, very close. Her grandfather's from Ireland, so she always grew up loving to hear about his stories from his childhood and all that stuff. And this has a time travel element. Somehow Anne time travels back to 1921 in Ireland and starts experiencing what her grandfather experienced. And she kind of takes on this persona trying to fit in, and not let anybody know that she's actually from the future. So yeah, that just sounds very intriguing to me. I really do like time travel stories. So I think that I would be in good hands with Amy Harmon on this one. So if you are the one who sent it to me, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Then I recently posted a video called The Book Retreat Made Me Do It, where I talk about all the books that were recommended during that retreat that I want to personally pick up now. And this was on that list. I added all of those to my wish list, the ones that I didn't own. And then Mindy ended up sending me this. This is one that she wanted to recommend. She absolutely loved this book. And that is Devolution by Max Brooks. And she sent me a signed copy. You guys, what? Just so crazy. And then she also sent me this awesome sticker. You guys, I'm going to put this in the book in the very front. I'm so excited to do that. Okay. So this is a Bigfoot story. It's literally about Bigfoot. There is this town that suffers a natural disaster when a volcano erupts and kind of puts the town into ruin, basically. So the people who are still there are trying to rebuild, and they're trying to pick up their lives again. However, I think a herd, what do you call a group of big feet. I don't even think these are the right words, but like a group of them come and like terrorize this town. And I have heard that when you're reading it, it kind of feels like it's something that really happened and you want to start like looking up this event, but it's not real. Bigfoot, it's not real. So yeah, I'm so interested in this. It's going to be kind of like a sci-fi, maybe a little bit of horror in there as well. And yeah, I'm so excited. So Mindy, thank you so much. I was so shocked when this showed up and I definitely can't wait to get to it. Okay, guys, these next 4 were all given to me by my subscriber, Melinda. I actually had the opportunity to meet Melinda in real life, and it was fantastic. We were able to get together and have such a great conversation. And she's so sweet, and she brought me a bag of books, you guys. I can't even with her. So she gave me these, and I'm so excited for all of them. Okay, so Melinda, you're too much. Okay, the first one, I don't know too much about this. I'm not going to go into reading a lot about the synopsis because the tagline, like the first sentence of the synopsis had me, and I was like, give it to me. Okay, this is called Leona, and this is by Jenny Rognaby. Okay. Let me read you the tagline, just literally the first sentence, and that's all I'm going to read. I don't want to read anymore because I just want to go into this one blind. Okay. Naked and bloody, a 7-year-old girl walks into a bank in central Stockholm in broad daylight and gets away with millions. Sold. 100%. I want to read this, and I'm excited. I've never heard of this book, and I want to see what that's all about. Okay, this next one is called Midnight Bargain by C.L. Polk. And this is a fantasy book that follows a woman named Beatrice who is part of a society where women are really bargaining for a marriage. So it's a lot of like marriages of convenience and what's going to be the best for your family, marry wealthy so that your family's well off, all these types of things. So she, however, can practice magic. So she is like a sorceress, but she does it in secret because no one's really supposed to know. It's looked down upon. It's going to sacrifice her getting a good marriage if people know that she can study magic and all these things. However, she comes across this book that is kind of the answer to all of her problems, but someone snatches it out from under her. So she is stuck trying to figure out, do I try to get this book back that's going to help me, or do I take this marriage of convenience that's going to help my family? What do I do? So yeah, it sounded really interesting. And this cover, you guys, it's just shining off of everything. It is gorgeous. I had not heard of this book. So yeah, that sounds really interesting though. And you know, I love my fantasy. Okay, this next one is a book by Chevy Stevens, who I absolutely love, and I want to read all of her books. This is Never Knowing. This is one that I do not own, but I've read a couple of her books and absolutely love them. So I'm definitely on a mission to read all of her books. So this is just one I didn't have in my collection yet. And this follows a young woman named Sarah. She was adopted into a family that already had natural children of their own. So she never really felt like she quite fit in. And she wants to find her birth mother to find out who she is, why she was given up for adoption, and just kind of her family history, figure out what's going on here. And she finds the answers and she does not want them. There's a whole lot of complications happening here and it gets pretty terrifying. So that's all I know. That's all I want to know. I'm excited and I love Chevy Stevens. So I'm very happy to add this one to my shelves. You guys, this last one that I got from Melinda, I was so excited when I saw this. She had picked it up and she said, I don't know if you want to read this one or not. And I saw it and I was like, yes, because I actually asked for an ARC of this book and I got denied. Well, I got ignored, whatever, same thing. So I really wanted to read this one. It was definitely on my radar. And that is The Starless Crown. This is by James Rollins. This is actually the first book in a new series. And I think book 2 is coming out, I want to say next year, possibly. I just recently saw the cover of it. So for the second book. So there is going to be another one coming out here soon. But this one is, okay. So we are following a group of people. One woman has a gift and she was able to predict an apocalypse that's coming to the world. So she ends up fleeing because her life is in danger because of that. And she ends up teaming up with some people in order to try to figure out how to survive in an upcoming apocalypse. So she ends up teaming up with a broken soldier, a drunken prince, and an imprisoned thief. So definitely like a band of unlikely people coming together to try to figure out how they can survive and do all these things and maybe prevent some stuff. I'm totally in. It's very long, but I'm in. So huge thank you, Melinda. Thank you so much. And thank you to Mindy, and thank you to whoever sent me the Amy Harmon book. You guys did not have to. Thank you. Okay, last three. These are books that I bought myself, and I ended up at a library sale again. I know, it's fine. I actually went to shop for my friends because we're doing our Christmas book exchange again this year. So I went for them, and I did find some for them, but I also found some for me. Let's be real. Okay, first one is I Know Who You Are by Alice Feeney. I want to read all of her books. I have read 2 of them. One of them I loved, Rock, Paper, Scissors, loved that one. And I also read Sometimes I Lie, which I liked. I don't fully remember that book, to be honest with you. I read it a very long time ago, but I did like it. I remember thinking this was good. So I wanted to grab this one. This one follows a woman named Amy who is an actress, and everyone seems to have their own opinion about the type of person that she is. We all know how that goes. But one day when she returns home from a job, her husband is missing. And so the police have a lot of questions for her. And some things from her past start popping up and some secrets are revealed. So I'm definitely on the Alice Feeney train for sure. So this is just one that I didn't have of hers that I would like to read. Okay, so the next one I found is, you guys, it's an author that I'm still not sure about. So naturally, I'm just buying all her books. I have said before that I'm not buying any more of this woman's books until I read what I have to know whether or not I even really like her. And I bought another one. You guys, I'm really done now. I'm really done this time, I promise. Ruth Ware. I bought In a Dark, Dark Wood, but I got it for $1. And this one has such a vague premise. Like, I couldn't even tell you what this is about. There's a reclusive writer who goes on a weekend getaway in a cabin in the woods with other people and things happen. That's all I know. I literally just read that off Amazon. I'm like, that's so vague. So I guess we'll see. I have heard really good things about this one, though. People seem to like this one for sure. So I know Ruth Ware is so polarizing. People either love her or hate her, or they love her books or hate her books. Some love some books, some hate other. Like, she's all over the place. I have no idea how I'm going to feel, and I just need to read more. So I need to know more. I am not buying another Ruth Ware book, I promise, until I read what I have and I know whether or not I like her as an author, because I still don't know, even though I might have all her books by now. Let's be real. Last but not least, I bought this book because this is an author that I have read and loved and I want to read more from her, and that is The Plum Tree. This is by Ellen Marie Wiseman. I absolutely loved this book by her called The Life She Was Given. It's one of my favorite books. It was so beautiful, and so I definitely want to read more from her. Okay, this follows, I believe, a love story between a young woman and a Jewish young man who start a relationship right before World War II starts. And that's all I can really see from the back. That's kind of the essence of the story. So yeah, definitely interested in this one. I believe they meet in 1938, and that is right before Hitler's regime really took over and all the yeah, so all that. So I definitely, again, want to read more from her, and I'm excited to have this one. All right. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. You guys. I think I said, I'm pretty sure I said it out loud, that I was going to really not get any more books for a while because we have our exchange coming up. I have a couple of opportunities that I know I'm going to be buying books here soon. And what did I do? I got books. It's fine. Everything's all right, guys. I am, again, going to have another special haul coming up here soon. I'm just waiting for all the books to get to me. So that will be something coming up. And I'm excited to share that experience with you. But yeah. Other than that, I need to not be, oh gosh. Yeah, September needs to be like so small, like not even funny small. All right, let me know your thoughts down below. And everything's fine over here, guys. It's all good. Okay, I will see you guys again soon. Have a great day. Bye.